What's the punishment I get for being silly? I almost fall off the chair. Hi, my name is Bethany Stahl. I am a full-time self-published author and illustrator. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Here I post all things self-publishing, so if you enjoy that topic, make sure you subscribe and follow along with my videos that I post every single week. If you are looking for more content like this, go over to patreon.com/BethanyStahl. Here I post additional classes, documents, tutorials, contracts, and behind-the-scenes videos, as well as have a monthly live stream for my workshop squad patrons so we can tackle self-publishing topics together as one big happy family. So if you're here from Patreon, hello, love you, and I will see you all over there. Today we are going to be talking about what to put in the front of your book. Now this will be the same whether you're a children's book author like myself or if you write other sorts of books. The front matter in every single book is going to be relatively the same. So let's turn to the side here. What I put first is my copyright. So I do file for copyright at copyright.gov, and that is the place where you can register for an official copyright. Now you don't have to do this, however I do highly recommend it to give you that extra level of protection. They will send you a nice little printed sheet of paper in the mail that says your copyright and your registration number, and I have used those documents in the past for copyright infringement cases. So for me, it is definitely worth go ahead and getting a copyright. It does cost money. I think right now the current cost is $55, and that will get you a copyright. So I go ahead and put in copyright with a little C and then the year. And then I put my name, which is also my publishing company name. So if you have a publishing company, you are more than welcome to put your name and the publishing company name, just your name, anything in between. I did name my publishing company my name just because where I live, they were very confused that my company had one employee, and it was a big confusing mess for the area I live in to try to figure out in terms of taxes. So to make it a little bit easier for them, I renamed my company as my own name. That way we can't get confused anymore. And then I put all rights reserved, which means all the rights are reserved for me or for you if this is your book. So after that, I put a little paragraph explaining to people what all rights reserved means. So this may be a little different for everybody else, but what I say is that you are not allowed to reproduce my book in any way. That means you can't save it and put it in a Google Doc. You can't show the ebook on YouTube and list it as a free ebook. You cannot download my ebook as a PDF and put it on Google. So it just means that you can't store it in any sort of retrieval systems. So even schools will like to save it in documents and spread it around with each other. You can't do that. So no photocopying it, no electronically copying it, no recording it. So there is the audiobook, which is also copyright. So you can't record yourself redoing the audio for the book. And then I let them know this is including but not limited to YouTube videos, this, and I am not against people sharing their books on videos like that. I do have mine for free because I love to share my work, which you don't have to do. You don't have to share your book for free at all if you do not want to. But then I put, if they would like permission to be able to do any of these things, just ask me. And I give almost everybody who asks me permission. So it's not super scary to ask me. There was a time when I was in a contract to where a company was looking into buying the rights to my book. So I was not allowed to let anybody record the book outside of that because they were looking at purchasing the rights to my book. So that's something to where I do want you to ask me permission, because if I do fall into certain contractual obligations that the general public may not know that I am currently in, if you write to me and I say, ooh, not right now, give me a few months to get back to you, or no, I can't let you read it out loud right now for whatever reason, and you don't have to tell people a reason if you don't want to. You're allowed to just say no. So I do like saying that people can write to me and get permission because I do like to know if you are using the book. There was somebody who recently used the book who is a Broadway actress, and she wanted to use it in a private session that she was holding for her fans, and absolutely, you can absolutely do that. That was so cool. So there are really fun things that you'll learn that people are using your book for that you wouldn't have known about otherwise. And classical and traditional publications do require their permission. So I cannot on this channel decide to read the entire Harry Potter series for you all because that is a breach of copyright. So it is something that you do have to obtain permissions for traditionally as well. So below that, I will say where it was published. So typically you'll have to put the country of origin. So I just say published in the USA, or if you're in a specific location that you want to put published in wherever you'd like. Underneath that, I put my LCCN number, which is my Library of Congress number. That is a free number to file for, and I do recommend everybody do that. I do have a full walkthrough tutorial for my patrons. And if you aren't a patron, you can just go to, I believe it's loc.gov, and file for an LCCN number, which is really great. What that number does is it helps your book be found by libraries, so it's a little bit easier for them to categorize, but it's not necessary, and I do have books in libraries that do not have an LCCN number, so it is not a requirement in any way, shape, or form. It's just something a little bit nice to do if you do care about your books being seen in libraries. And then below the LCCN number, I will have my ISBNs, and I do put both my paperback and hardcover ISBNs on my copyright page, whether it's my paperback book or my hardcover book. That way I can use the same interior files for both of my books and have less work on the back end, which is always a lot of fun. So that is what I put in the front of my book. Aside from the copyright page, I do have my title page, which is the first page you see when you open the book. And then on the back of that's my copyright page. And then next to my copyright page, I put my series page. If you don't have a series, a lot of people will put a dedication here, which is a really sweet way to say thank you to all of those who have helped you on your journey. And in my novels, I always put a little dedication page there. And if you want both a dedication page and a series page, you can always put a series page here and a dedication page after, so you are allowed to do whatever you'd like. So that's what I put in the front of all of my books. I use the same information for every single one. That way they are all uniform. So I hope this video has helped. If it has, make sure you give it a thumbs up to let me know that I'm doing a good job, and subscribe to see more content like this. I hope you are all having a great week, and happy publishing. If you are looking for more information about publishing, go over to BethanyStahl.com/classes to see a huge collection of information that I have gathered for you, separated out into topics. Now, most of these classes are free to access, but there are a few that are exclusive to my self-pub patrons. If you do want to join that, go over to patreon.com/BethanyStahl, where you can join and get access to the classes, as well as other behind-the-scenes tips, tricks, and documents that are exclusive to that squad. If you are trying to get into contact with me to ask questions, the best place to do that would be Patreon. I do see all of those messages and comments first, and I am able to reply to those almost immediately. So that is the best place for more individualized help. I hope this video has helped, and I will see you all next time.